everyone, it's Talia and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. So for today's video I thought that I would do kind of like a little bit of a Q&A. I was going to do this in a mukbang, but I literally did a mukbang like not too long ago, and I just thought that I'd answer the questions that I have avoided and kind of not wanted to answer and just brush under the carpet. But I get asked a lot of questions of the same questions a lot, and I just thought, you know what, here's a video, we're gonna answer them. So I asked over on my Instagram, as per usual with basically every single Q&A and mukbang and drive me that I ever do, for some questions that I have been avoiding answering, and you guys went in on me. Yeah, I got a lot of the same ones, but we'll get around to that in a second. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, don't forget to leave it a massive thumbs up, comment down below any video ideas that you have, and obviously let's just get into it. I'm really nervous and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm answering questions that I haven't avoided. That would probably be the reason. I actually feel like a proper YouTuber today because I'm actually like in the filming area of my bedroom. I've got a little backdrop, I'm on my chair, I've got my ring light on, I've got my camera on a tripod. Normally I just shove you guys on my bed and just sit on my bedroom floor, but I thought I'd make some effort today. So the first question I got, we're going to start off, you know, mellow, is that the right word? And then we'll work our way up. So the first question I got is, why are you so secretive about what you were doing in Paris for Disney? So I'm not secretive out of choice. If I could tell you guys what I did when I was working in Paris in Disney, then I would. You guys know that I love being honest, and the reason why I can't is because it's generally in my contract that I cannot say a word of what I was doing in Disney. Obviously you guys can know that I was working there, but it can't go any further, and I really wish that I could tell you. I'm sure many people have probably already guessed, but you just can't have the confirmation from me because I do not want Disney to sue me, because they're a big company and they could come after me in full force. So that is the honest to God reason why I cannot say a word about what I did in Disney. Right, so I've got two that are kind of, actually no, it's three that are kind of connected. So we'll start off with, do you just do YouTube for the money? And the answer to that is no. I feel like I have answered this before. However, I feel like there's a big misconception with YouTubers that a lot of them just do it for the money. And I'm sure there are YouTubers out there who do just do YouTube for the money and don't enjoy it and are just in it for the money. But I can genuinely say from the bottom of my heart, I started YouTube because I was bored and I wanted something else to do, and I just fell in love with it. And I would not continue that if I did not enjoy it and if I did not love it. Obviously the money that comes with YouTube is a bonus. I never thought that I'd be able to earn a penny from it when I first started, because I just thought that no one would bother watching me. So I am so grateful that I'm now able to do something that I love as a job. And you guys know me, life is so short for me to waste my time doing stuff that I don't enjoy and don't love. So why would I sit here making videos, editing, because it's a really long process. I wouldn't waste my time doing it, especially when I have things like dance that I absolutely love doing. If I hated YouTube so much and I was only doing it for the money, I would just go off and dance, because I would much rather do something that pays less, that I enjoy, than something that pays more and I hate. So yeah, I feel like that kind of answers it. I definitely do not do YouTube for the money. I wouldn't put myself in a situation that is so like this if I didn't generally enjoy it. I hope I answered that well. Next up, to do with YouTube and money, is the earnings we see on Social Blade accurate? Do you know what? I actually don't know what my Social Blade says for earnings. I only really ever use it obviously for subscribers and keeping track of that. So let's go onto my Social Blade and have a little look. Right, so my monthly earnings say between £63 to £1,000, and my yearly is £760 to £12,200. I'm just going to put it out there now, that is not correct. Take it as you will, whichever way you want to go. I will not be ever, is it divulging? I'm going to lose that word and go on with another one. I will never announce as such how much money I make. I know so many people ask, but I just don't want to get into trouble with anybody. I also got asked a lot, how much do I make on sponsorships? And again, I don't want to say, because I don't want brands to be like, no, or do you get what I mean? Like, you don't want to risk anything whilst being in this business. So I personally will never say how much I earn, and even if I did say what I earn, you physically couldn't figure out how much every single YouTuber earns, because it's just so different for everybody. Like, some people may charge rates up here, some may charge rates down here. Like, it really just depends on the person, on the views, on the subscribers. Like, it depends on so much stuff, guys. I want a B- on Social Blade. How do I get that to an A star? Oh, how much do you get for sponsored videos? I just answered that. Let's just put it this way. If you have enough brand deals a month, then that will be your highest income, then AdSense, then anything else underneath that. Or if you did things like affiliated links, that could be above your AdSense. Like, it really just depends on your type of channel and stuff. So the next question is, how comes we never see your dad in videos? I used to get asked this so much at the start of my channel, but no one really asks it anymore. And I don't believe I've ever answered this question. So the reason why you guys don't see my dad in videos is mainly because, as I'm probably sure a lot of you have gathered, my parents are obviously no longer together. They haven't been together since I was in like year 7, so that's like 11, now I'm 20, so that's like a good old 9 years. So obviously that's the main reason why you don't see my dad in a lot of videos, because he doesn't live in the same house as me, so obviously it's a little bit harder. I don't really get to see him as much as I want to, because obviously he works, I work, it's very busy. I just don't really, want to like shove a camera in his face and start vlogging in front of him. And especially because my dad's not very used to it. Like, my mum's kind of been there whilst I've always been filming and stuff, so she kind of gets the vibe of it, but I've obviously never filmed in front of my dad. He really wants me to go film in his kitchen though and do a cooking video, so I'm definitely going to take him up on that offer. I think I vlogged him once, and that was at my brother's graduation last year, but that's literally all I've ever filmed of him. And I don't really know if he wants to be on camera or not. I feel like he might not want to, so yeah, that's the reason why you guys pretty much never see my dad. But he's great. He's my dad. Love him. He's just never really in my videos. We're going to answer the question we've all been asking for, and it is, oh my god, this is so weird. Are you still with your boyfriend? If not, what happened? Luke and I are sadly no longer together. I don't want to go into details about it because obviously we are both human. We're going through a breakup. Like, it happened a while back, but obviously we were together for a very long time, so obviously it's still going on. But I will just say that we are on really good terms, like we're still friends. And if you guys could please just respect our privacy on everything and the matter, and don't go asking loads of questions, then I would really appreciate that, because at the end of the day we are both still human. And I know that I signed up for this, but Luke necessarily didn't sign up for, the whole YouTube life. So yeah, we're no longer together, unfortunately, and I appreciate everyone's concerns, but if we could just kind of leave it here, not really mention it, and move on, that would be great. Moving swiftly on. Do you regret not going to uni / do you think you would have completed it if it wasn't for YouTube? I think that's what that one's meant to say. If you guys don't know, at the end of last year I got into uni. Well, I got into uni way before then, but I started going to uni at the end of last year in September, so nearly a year ago now. Wow. And I basically ended up dropping out a few months after I started. There's a whole video on my channel explaining why I decided to leave, but I have honestly not had a day go past that I have regretted my decision, and I think that speaks volumes. I feel like uni's a thing that a lot of people are pressured into. Obviously there's a lot of like mixed opinions around uni. Some people think you should go. I personally think that you should only go to uni if it benefits what you want to do in life. Like, I feel like there's a lot of things out there that you don't necessarily need to go to uni for, but so many sixth forms and colleges are like, you need to go to uni, and if you don't want to, then they just kind of like sweep you under the carpet. That definitely happened to me because obviously I had a gap year. I do think though that if I didn't have YouTube, I probably would have just forced myself to go, which is not a good thing at all. You do not want to be forcing yourself to do anything, especially if it makes you feel anxious. You don't want to be doing that. However, I will say, if I didn't have YouTube, something that I felt so passionate about alongside dance, then I probably would have stayed and stuck at it for the year. But I think after the year I wouldn't have continued. I remember I used to see my friends' stories of them like at college, and you normally get like FOMO at those kinds of things, but I was literally there. I'd say to my mum, I'd just say that I'm so glad that I'm not there. I'd literally be like, I honestly don't know how I did it for those months, because I honestly, don't get me wrong, I loved some minutes of it, but some of them I genuinely hated. So yeah, I do not regret leaving uni at all. And finally, my last question is, what do you fear most about being a full-time YouTuber? With being a YouTuber, everything is up in the air. You can never really rely on one thing, and you don't really have the comfort blanket of constantly having a job, because one day it just all may come crashing down and not work out for you. So that is a really scary thing, not having obviously the security of, you know, a permanent job. I would like to think that YouTube is my permanent job, but as I said, one day it could just all come crashing down. However, I genuinely would not change it for the world. I'm in a really fortunate position right now where I still live at home. Obviously I do pay my way at home, however I don't have to think about like electricity bills, rent, water bills. I don't have to think about those because I just pay one set of money to my mum a month. Obviously when your channel grows a little bit more and you get bigger on YouTube, it's not necessarily that you're more secure, but you have other, you know, valleys that you can go down. But as a slightly smaller YouTuber, well, I say slightly, very smaller YouTuber, YouTube is the only thing that you have right now. Obviously unless you have like money lying around that you can go and do other things with, but I personally just have YouTube right now, and obviously when that starts getting bigger I will explore different routes. So that is all the questions I'm going to answer for today. Thank you to anyone that obviously sent in their questions. As I said, I will be doing more of these kinds of videos, probably, maybe, it depends how this one goes down. So make sure you guys are following obviously my Instagram so you can kind of keep in the loop of things. If you guys did like this video, don't forget to leave it a massive thumbs up, comment down below what you thought, and I just want to say a massive thank you for everybody's support recently. It truly does mean the world to me. And obviously if you aren't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all very soon with a new video that's not going to be as serious. Bye!